severe category for well over a week. But as many will point out, it's not happening around Diwali, and that stubble burning predominantly in Punjab continues to contribute to this poisonous air. Is the heightened attention on pollution then, this year, by Aam Aadmi Party, a belated and rather diabolical political narrative by a party that failed to curb pollution for 10 years in power? Or is it merely a deserved critique of the new BJP government in Delhi that has focused allegedly on pageantry and not on proven solutions? So who's really to be blamed for this mess? That debate is coming up in just a bit. But first up, let's look at the top pollutants that poison Delhi's air. This is of course year-round, but around this time, you would notice that around 5% is actually stubble burning. So 20.21% vehicular emissions contribute to Delhi's pollution. This is an all year round problem, but 5.39% comes from stubble burning alone. And this raises a very serious question that if we were to be able to solve this, would it not be much better? Particularly around this October-November time, where wind patterns and others also collide to make Delhi the cauldron of the worst possible air. Around 5% is also contributed by Delhi residential pollution. More can be done on this regard. 3.78% by industrial emissions, around 3% due to construction activities, and so on and so forth. Some of it is also contributed by nearby cities around Delhi. But here's the deal. While all other activities that are mentioned here do face some amount of curbing during winter months when the pollution is in the severe categories, there's actually no control on stubble burning, or it hasn't been enough, because it's going on, as we will show you in just a bit. Now that the fight continues between the previous and the present Delhi governments over the pollution mess, we'll also try and find out whether air quality is improving or is it worsening. So let's compare the figures from last year to this year, exactly the same dates. The figures this year in November show that air quality did improve a little bit. For example, on November 6, 2024, the AQI was 352, while in 2025, it's 311. So that's a difference of 41 points, and it is lesser. On November 7, in the week gone by, last year the air quality was 377, while in 2025, it's 322, which is a difference of 55 points. Some would say considerable difference as far as the amount of pollutants in the air is concerned. But on November 8, 2024, the air quality index was about 380, while in 2025, it's 361. So that's just a difference of 19 points. But the reason why the actual AQI readings getting better may not be sufficient or politically enough an argument to make is because the BJP government is facing a charge that either AQI readers are not functioning or they are being manipulated. What exactly is this air quality index controversy? Let's just quickly point out to what is happening here. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party has alleged that the Delhi government is indulging in data fraud, a charge that the BJP government has vehemently denied. The charge levelled against the BJP government is that water is being deliberately sprayed at monitoring stations, but BJP calls this charge foolish. Aam Aadmi Party claims water is deliberately sprayed to artificially lower the air quality index, again an allegation that the BJP has called politically motivated. On that note, let me also go across to Delhi's Environment Minister Manjinder Singh Sirsa joining us on exactly this charge. First up, that water is being sprayed to artificially lower the air quality readings. Please, Mr. Minister, first respond to this, because many reporters on ground have also found that there is a lot of spraying of water happening around these meters to artificially lower the readings. Manjinder Singh Sirsa.
There is no way to artificially artificially lower करने का तो कोई तरीका नहीं है. You have to be a scientist. There is a scientific formula. The purpose of water spraying is dust mitigation. अगर dust नीचे आ जाएगी तो pollution कम हो जाएगा. यही water spraying स्प्रिंकलर्स पूरी दिल्ली में काम कर रहे हैं. जहां पे भी डस्ट है वहीं वाटर स्प्रिंकलर्स हैं. तो डेटा सेंटर जो होता है वो अपने आसपास के 2 किलोमीटर का AQI से देखता है. तो अगर उसके आसपास अगर वाटर स्प्रिंकलर नहीं करेंगे, ये किसने कहा नहीं करेंगे? वहां भी डस्ट है, वहां की डस्ट को भी रोकना है, और वो तो हॉटस्पॉट्स पे लगाए गए हैं. हर जगह की डस्ट मिटिगेशन करनी जरूरी है. अब टुमारो समबडी कॉल्स यू अप एंड से कि जी बीजेपी ने वहां पे देखा, हमने जहां पे AQI लगी वहां से गाड़ियों की ना स्मूथ रनिंग शुरू करा दी है. बड़ी फास्ट गाड़ियां निकल जाती हैं ताकि पोल्यूशन ना हो. दैट इज आवर पर्पस। हमारा और क्या काम है? यही तो काम है कि किसी तरीके भी डस्ट मिटिगेशन करें, व्हीकलर पोल्यूशन कम करें और इंडस्ट्रियल पोल्यूशन कम करें। दैट ऑन द थ्री वेज। और अगर डेटा सेंटर जहां पर है वहां पे वाटर स्प्रिंकलर ना लाएं, ये तो बड़ी बचकाने वाली बातें हैं।
नहीं तो चार्ज तो ये भी
हमने
है,
तो कह रहे हैं
मनजिंदर जी, चार्ज तो ये भी है कि सिर्फ आपने वाटर स्प्रेइंग नहीं कराया, पॉइंटेड लोकेशंस पे जो मीटर्स थे वो भी काम नहीं कर रहे थे। दिवाली के अराउंड आपने देखा होगा रिपोर्ट में क्लियरली आया है कि
वो तो
आधे
ऐसे
से
बोलने
ज्यादा
की
मीटर
बातें
तो
हैं ना।
काम ही नहीं कर रहे।
देखिए, देखने की जरूरत नहीं है। चलिए आप मुझे 2 मिनट का अनइंटरप्टेड बोलने दीजिए, मैं सारे सवालों के जवाब दे दूं। मैंने आपकी सुन ली थी पहले सारी डिबेट। सुनिए, ये सारा सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटरिंग है। ये डेटा सेंटर दिल्ली सरकार के हैं, कुल 39 सेंटर्स हैं। इसको सीएक्यूएम भी मॉनिटर करता है, सीपीसीबी भी मॉनिटर करता है। 0.00000 भी इसमें कोई छेड़छाड़ नहीं कर सकता। देश के अंदर सारी आईआईटीज हैं, ये सब वही मॉनिटरिंग करती हैं। ये एक एक जिनको ना ये लोकल मीटर लेके चले आते हैं, वहां खड़ा करके चौक पे दिखाते हैं, देखो यहाँ पे 500 है, देखो यहाँ पे 600 है। एक एक एक्यूआई जो है स्टेशन है, ये आम आदमी पार्टी के लगाए हुए हैं, और एक एक एक्यूआई स्टेशन 2-2, 3-3 करोड़ रुपए का लगता है। अगर ये लोकल मीटर 200 का एक्यूआई बताने लगे तो फिर ये हटा देने चाहिए, इनकी जरूरत ना पड़ती, फिर घर पे बैठे सरकार को पता चलता रहता। ये सारे आंकड़े, तकलीफ क्या है? तकलीफ उनको यह है जो भी आपने आंकड़ा पढ़ के सुनाया। वो क्या सोच रहे हैं कि दिल्ली के अंदर इन्होंने 10 साल और 15 साल की गाड़ियां भी अलाउ करा दी, दिल्ली के अंदर इन्होंने दीपावली भी मनवा दी, दिल्ली में यमुना जी साफ करके वहां पे इन्होंने छठ पूजा भी करवा दी, दिल्ली के अंदर सारी बसेस भी इलेक्ट्रिक लेके आ गए, दिल्ली के अंदर ये मेट्रो लास्ट कनेक्टिविटी के लिए भी इलेक्ट्रिक ऑटो लेके आ गए, दिल्ली में 8000 इंडस्ट्रीज का इन्होंने पोल्यूशन रोककर उसका नॉर्म्स में लेके आ गए, दिल्ली की 500 गज से ऊपर की हर बिल्डिंग को इन्होंने मॉनिटरिंग करना शुरू कर दिया डस्ट मिटिगेशन के लिए। तो आम आदमी पार्टी को दर्द ये है कि जो 10 साल तक वह बर्बाद करके दिल्ली देकर गए हैं, वो दिल्ली की सरकार इतनी जल्दी काम करने लगी, हम लोगों को क्या जवाब देंगे? अब उन्होंने नई बात निकाल ली। वो ये सुनना नहीं चाहते कि दिल्ली की हवा साफ है, कहते नहीं 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 हम नहीं मानते, ये एक मीटर तो बता रहा है पर हम मानेंगे नहीं। मत मानो भाई, तुम्हें मानने को कौन कह रहा है? और तुम्हें मानने की जरूरत नहीं है, लोगों ने तुम्हें इसलिए घर बैठाया।
सिरसा जी, साफ तो नहीं कह सकते ना इस हवा को, अभी भी 350 से ऊपर की रीडिंग
पिछले
है।
साल से, पिछले देखिए, आप बताइए, आप एक बहुत पढ़ लिख कर यहां तक पहुंचे हैं, मैं किसी से बहस करूं अच्छे नहीं, लेकिन आपको तो मैं कर सकता हूं आपसे। मुझे बताइए, क्या आप ये मानते हैं, अपने टीवी चैनल पे सबको बताइए, क्या आप ये मानते हैं कि 10 साल की जहरीली हवा जो हमें मिली है वो केवल 7 महीनों में ठीक हो सकती? क्या आप मानते हैं? आप बताएं पहले मुझे।
तो मैं
बताएं हाँ या ना में। आपके दर्शक आपको देख रहे हैं, बताएं क्या 10 साल?
This is I understand where you're coming from, and of course more is expected in this regard, but I want to understand
पर हमारे
from
काम, नहीं सुनिए, हम काम कर रहे हैं। देखिए अभी हमने क्लाउड सीडिंग शुरू की, तो क्लाउड सीडिंग मुझे झाड़ उड़ा के नहीं करनी, आईआईटी को ऑन बोर्ड लिया हुआ है। अब जैसे बादल आएंगे, 15% पे उन्होंने ट्राई की, इन्होंने शोर मचाना, ओ जी देखो, ओ गलत कर दिया, क्यों करा क्लाउड सीडिंग? बताइए, मतलब खुद एक कुछ नहीं कर पाए और ये झूठ बोलते हैं, सारा दिन फ्रॉड करते हैं। आप मुझे बताइए, डू यू फाइंड एनीबडी बेटर देन आईआईटी कानपुर? डू यू थिंक आई शुडंट हैव हायर्ड देम? डोंट यू थिंक दैट आई शुड हैव गॉन फॉर अ ट्रायल विद दैट? You just tell me on a TV channel,
okay.
Should I do or should I do?
Since you raised cloud seeding, one clarification I seek from you. The clarification that I seek is this, that cloud seeding, you want to do a trial. I'm frankly, if you're asking me, I'm all for it. Anything is better than nothing. And in a country, we should be scientific and try whatever is possible scientifically. But the central government itself, this is what the other political parties are saying. Central government itself said that in winter months, it's not feasible. That it's virtually, a dead starting point. You will not have enough clouds to do cloud seeding. Then why did you go ahead with it?
Government of India never said this. You are wrong here. I can read that. Basically, I'm in a car. I would have read it from my phone. The government said that what proposal you have sent doesn't look feasible. Get us a proper proposal from DPCC. That is, the government exactly said, get us a proper proposal from Delhi Pollution Control Committee, because they know what's the thing. Now, first thing. Secondly, you are also wrong here, that in Delhi it is not, it will be feasible, and it is not just me. I'm not a scientist. Neither I have any experience of this. But when I took IIT on board, the IIT told me that they have earlier requested Delhi government. वो दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट के पास गए थे, और पिछले 6 महीनों से धक्के खा रहे थे कि हम दिल्ली में करके दिखाएंगे, हमें मौका दो। पर उनको तो मोदी जी को ब्लेम करना था, इसलिए उन्होंने उनको मौका नहीं दिया। मैं आया तो मैंने उनको सारी परमिशन लेके दे दी।
नहीं, वो कह रहे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने जब आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार थी तो वो कह रहे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने परमिशन ही नहीं दी।
उन्होंने मांगी नहीं ना, उन्हें चिट्ठी भेजी एक। देखिए परमिशन किस चीज की मिलेगी, हमें सरकार ने परमिशन ही दी। हमने पहले एक बोर्ड पर ली आईआईटी को, उनको पेमेंट दी, उन्होंने अप्लाई की परमिशन। आईआईटी कानपुर ने अप्लाई की, हमने अप्लाई नहीं की। आईआईटी कानपुर ने अपना प्लेन दिया, आईआईटी कानपुर ने प्लेन पहले मॉडिफाई किया, सब कुछ देने के बाद उनको परमिशन मांगी कि ये हमारा पायलट होगा, ये हमारा प्लेन होगा, ये मॉडिफिकेशन है, ये तो परमिशन मिल गई। अब मैं आपसे परमिशन, जी परमिशन तो तभी मिलेगी जब आप परमिशन मांगोगे, मांगी नहीं थी कभी।
नहीं, so Manjinder Singh sir ji, what is your assessment of what you're doing that is working, not working, what more needs to be done? Because pollution is clearly a problem. You are also living in the same Delhi that all of us are living in.
See, it's a big problem. मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, पहले 4 चीजें आप समझ लीजिए। दिल्ली पे अंदर और कोई पोल्यूशन नहीं है। एक गाड़ियों का पोल्यूशन है, एक इंडस्ट्री का पोल्यूशन है, एक कंस्ट्रक्शन का पोल्यूशन है, और उसी का एक हिस्सा है जिसको डस्ट का है। तो डस्ट कंस्ट्रक्शन से भी है और गाड़ियों के चलने से भी है। यही 4 चीजें हैं। हमने चारों के ऊपर काम किया। दिल्ली के अंदर 27 ऐसे इंडस्ट्रियल एरियाज थे जो अनऑथराइज थे, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने घोषित कर दिया था कि इससे फैक्ट्री बंद की जाए। तो ना तो वहां फैक्ट्रियां बंद की आम आदमी पार्टी ने, और ना ही वहां डीपीसीसी के दायरे में इनको लेके आए। मतलब फैक्ट्री भी इलीगल चल रही है और पोल्यूशन भी दे रही है, उनके ऊपर कोई नकेल नहीं कस रहा था। हमने आकर उनको डीपीसीसी के दायरे में लेके आए और 8000 फैक्ट्रियों को अब तक हम ठीक कर चुके हैं। दिल्ली के अंदर हमने सारी कंस्ट्रक्शन जो 500 गज से ऊपर है उसकी मॉनिटरिंग करनी शुरू की, उनको रजिस्टर किया अपने पोर्टल के ऊपर, और उनको हर जगह साइट के ऊपर एक नॉर्म्स फिक्स किए कि इतना आपको वाटर फेंकना होगा, इस तरह से आपको वाटर स्प्रिंकलिंग करना होगा, डस्ट आने नहीं देनी। हमने नॉर्म सेट करके दिए। इसी तरह दिल्ली के अंदर हमने सारी बसेस को बंद किया, रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट की, और सारी इलेक्ट्रिक बसेस लेके आए। दिल्ली में लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी के लिए हम इलेक्ट्रिक ऑटो लेके आए। दिल्ली के अंदर जितनी हाई राइज बिल्डिंग है उनके ऊपर हमने एयर कटर जो है एंटी स्मॉग गन्स लगाने का काम किया। दिल्ली के अंदर हम आज हजारों किलोमीटर सड़क जो है वो मैकेनिकल रोड स्वीपर से क्लीन कर रहे हैं ताकि धूल ना उड़े। ये सारे काम एड ऑन करते जा रहे हैं। आप सोचिए 10 साल और 15 साल की गाड़ियां भी चल रही हैं, दीपावली भी मनाई गई, उसके बावजूद पिछले सालों से बेहतर हवा है। समय लगेगा, हम अगले साल में हमने 100%, आज ही मैंने 550 करोड़ रुपया माननीय रेखा गुप्ता जी के आदेश पे एमसीडी को दिया है, दिल्ली के पीडब्ल्यूडी को दिया है। 100% दिल्ली में अगले आने वाले सालों में सारी जो है बड़ी सड़कें हैं वो एमआरएस से साफ की जाएंगी, धुलाई करके साफ की जाएंगी। तो 30% पोल्यूशन तो इसी से कम हो जाएगा।
So you are promising by next year there will be 30% reduction in pollution levels in these months, October, November?
तो we'll see, हमें तो यही काम करना है ना, खाली ये 30% खाली हमें वायु उसका नहीं कम करना, हमने वायु काम कर रहे हैं। हम इसी तरह कंस्ट्रक्शन के ऊपर भी बहुत मॉनिटरिंग कर रहे हैं, तो समय लगेगा। अभी आकर हमने लोकल कंस्ट्रक्शन को सबको अपने दायरे में लाए हैं, 6 महीने अभी हुए हैं, उनको नोटिस जा रहे हैं, उनके ऊपर एंटी एयर गन्स लगाई, तो इसमें समय लगता है दिल्ली को। हम उसको बेहतर करने के लिए निरंतर काम कर रहे हैं।
Okay, my final question to you. So you don't blame stubble burning in Punjab for what is happening in Delhi? You didn't name stubble burning. You're saying these are all Delhi caused pollution, Delhi's own causes.
8 to 10% stubble burning add-ons to this, and that 10% add-ons is a badly add-on. Reason being कि जब आप 200-250 पे हैं और आपके 50 पॉइंट और बढ़ गए तो आप 300 पे चले गए। पंजाब की स्टबल बर्निंग की प्रॉब्लम कम हुई है, पंजाब में स्टबल बर्निंग आगे से कम है, लेकिन पंजाब में जो स्टबल बर्निंग अभी भी कराई जा रही है उसकी जरूरत नहीं है। पंजाब सरकार, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी जानबूझकर वहां करवा रहे हैं। वहां के किसान अब अपनी पराली को बेचना चाहते हैं क्योंकि वहां पे केंद्र सरकार ने बड़े प्लांट लगा दिए हैं। मोदी जी के वो प्लांट लगने से अभी सारी पराली उन प्लांट्स के अंदर जा रही है और यूज हो रही है, लेकिन किसानों को जबरन पराली जलवाई जा रही है, ये जाति की जा रही है। पर क्यों कर रहे हैं छोड़ी, हमें उनको जाना नहीं है। हम एक बार जानते हैं, हम दिल्ली के एक को जब नीचे लाना शुरू करेंगे, जितना मर्जी पंजाब में जोर लगा लेंगे, केजरीवाल कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे।
Okay, I leave it at that. Manjinder Singh Sissa, Delhi Environment Minister, thanks a lot for talking to us and taking all of our questions. With that, let's open this up for our debate as well. Delhi is indeed choking. The minister says it's better than last year's, and nobody can solve this institutional problem in 7 months. So who is really to be blamed for the politics being played on this? That's coming up.
मंत्र के अलावा इंडिया गेट या किसी दूसरी जगह प्रोटेस्ट साइट ना बनाए, इस चीज़ के बारे में उनको सूचना दी गई थी, बताया गया था। आज भी हम यही कह रहे हैं कि इंडिया गेट एक प्रोटेस्ट साइट नहीं है।
From 1st November, we have given an advisory to the parents. So number one is they can wear, we have recommended wearing N95 mask to protect them from the pollutants. And some children, they have also respiratory problems like asthma or any other pulmonary problems. So for them, it is recommended.
पॉल्यूशन की समस्या दिल्ली और उत्तर भारत के लिए नई नहीं है, मगर लोगों में, खास तौर पे पढ़े लिखे लोगों में, बुद्धिजीवी लोगों में गुस्सा इस बात का है कि सरकार लोगों को धोखा दे रही है, सरकार डेटा की फजिंग कर रही है, सरकार AQI के आंकड़ों में फर्जीवाड़ा कर रही है।
10 साल तक आम आदमी पार्टी ने दिल्ली की हवा को निरंतर गंदा किया, इसमें जहर फैलाने का काम किया। और अब जब आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बाहर होगी और पिछले 7 महीनों से रेखा गुप्ता जी की सरकार काम कर रही है, वो ये 10 सालों की दी हुई गंदी हवा को पूछ रहे हैं कि 7 महीनों में ठीक क्यों नहीं।
Okay, I want to go across to our guest joining us, Dr. Anil Gupta, Delhi BJP spokesperson, Anmol Panwar of the Aam Aadmi Party, Dr. Gufran Beg is founder and project director of Safar, and Dilip Cherian, Image Guru, is also with us. I'm not sure how many of you could hear the interview with Manjinder Singh Sirsa, but Anmol Panwar, I want to begin with you because he's clearly saying that, you know, the Aam Aadmi Party is doing a lot of drama about how much the BJP government has managed to do or not managed to do, but ultimately this makes you look bad because you were in power for 10 years. There's no point cribbing about a government that is 7 months old and suggesting that, oh, they've not done anything, while you sat on 500, 600 AQI yourself and blamed everybody else but yourself.
गुड इवनिंग शिवानी जी। शिवानी जी, आई हर्ड द इंटरव्यू ऑफ मनजिंदर सिंह सिरसा। 10 मिनट में उन्होंने 10 झूठ बोल दिए एंड आई विल एक्सपोज हिज हिपोक्रेसी एंड डुप्लिसिटी राइट नाउ इफ यू गिव मी सम टाइम। Today, Delhi is gasping. It has turned into a gas chamber. People are struggling to breathe. Hospitals are flooded with patients who are suffering from respiratory ailments. And it is time that the central government declare a national health emergency because this crisis is existential. Yesterday, citizens of Delhi, students, women and senior citizens, they gathered at India Gate to protest peacefully. And what was their demand? Their demand was right to breathe, right to life, right to healthy environment, which is enshrined and in the constitution of our country under Article 21 and which has been recognized by the Honorable Supreme Court. What they demanded was empathy, what they demanded was action, and what they demanded was a roadmap. But what did they receive? They received lathi charge, they received jail, they received suppression, they received detention. And now I'll expose Manjinder Singh Sirsa. Here's the reality. Not March 2025, not even 1% of 858 crore allotted to Environment Ministry for Pollution Control Scheme utilized. This is a parliamentary panel report. Manjinder Singh Sirsa
This is from, one second, this is from what time? Sorry, read the, can you give me the date of the report again?
March 25, 2025. I'll share this with you.
But how does March matter? No, one second. The government barely came to power in March. So why are you quoting a March report?
Let me complete.
No, but this report matters nothing. No, this is precisely the problem. This report would have mattered if it's a government that is continuing in power like yours did for 10 years. This is a new government that came to power in February. You are quoting a March 25 report.
Isn't the central government ruled by BJP? Aren't they power for the last 10 years? Then why is it that India is the third polluted country?
No, don't change goalposts.
Then why is it that 39 of the 50 most polluted cities are in India? Then no, why? भाई साहब 10 साल से सरकार है ना इनकी केंद्र में. Is it only Delhi जहाँ pollution है?
Let's talk about Delhi, sir.
pollution है, वहाँ पे तो कोई सवाल नहीं उठते. Secondly, yes, let me talk about Delhi. I was talking about Delhi only.
Don't quote March and February reports.
Said that 10%.
Go ahead.
Let me complete. He said that 10% pollution from Parali is coming from Punjab. In 2021, Here's the report. They submitted an affidavit before the Honorable Supreme Court. They said that only 4% contributed in 2021.
Okay.
And now, CAQM chief, their own BJP governed body, central body, said that state on the cusp of stubble revolution, 85% drop in stubble burning in last 3 years. That means Punjab only contributes 1%. But we are not discussing 99%.
No, no, no.
We are not
The
discussing
figures in
99%
Delhi. One
pollution
second,
किस
sir.
लिए आ
The
रहा है?
figures in
We are
Delhi, I
only
have run those
discussing
figures.
1%.
One second. The
Third
figures
lie.
in Delhi clearly talk about
lie.
stubble burning contributing anywhere from 5 to 6% in Delhi.
Incorrect. I have shown you the data. I have shown you the data. In 2021, it was 4%. Are you saying that the central government submitted a false
Yeah, so
affidavit before the Honorable
I'm
Supreme
also
Court?
saying that it's
Or are
about
you saying-
5%.
Or are you saying, no. No, or are you saying that this reply which was given by the central government itself in the Rajya Sabha is incorrect?
Sir, 2021
Or are
and
you saying
2024 and
third
5
lie?
can be different situations as well. Please, let's not act ignorant to the data. Just
Yeah,
because it was
the
4%
difference-
quoted in 2021 doesn't mean it cannot be 5% or 5.5% now. They're all in the same
It's not
ballpark.
very difficult to understand it's not very difficult to understand that at that time there were many stubble burning incidents, but
Okay.
it has reduced by 90% in 4 years.
Okay, okay.
So are
I
you
have to
still
take
saying
this
that,
to our
it
BJP
adds up to
representative.
4%?
Let me take these
Thirdly,
2
no,
points.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Third lie. He said that cloud seeding के लिए हमने तो permission दे दी थी दिल्ली सरकार को. Here's the report. Delhi cloud seeding plan not feasible. This is the reply of ministry in Rajya Sabha. After consultation with CPCB, CAQM, IMD, which are their own central government agencies. ये
Okay.
एक नंबर के झूठे हैं, मक्कार हैं और दिल्ली की जनता की सेहत के साथ खिलवाड़ कर रहे हैं.
Okay, okay. Anil
झूठ
Gupta
बोल
ji,
रहे हैं
one
और आप
second,
इस
please,
झूठ
one
के
by one.
भागीदार
Anil
हैं.
Gupta, please
आप इस झूठ
respond.
के भागीदार हैं.
Please respond on the issue of the fact that you are not doing enough on pollution. See, you are in government now, 7 months, 8 months, fine. The public will give you some grace period and they understand well enough that it cannot be solved maybe in 1 year or even in 2 years. But are you being seen as doing anything is the big question.
Yeah, good evening to you and all the viewers. See, we have listened to the Aam Aadmi Party Pravakta. Also give me some time. You know, we got this in the legacy, the misrule legacy of the Aam Aadmi Party for last 10 years. If you compare the AQI reading of last year, the same day, which you have just shown, it is making a positive difference now. This month and the last year 2024, the AQI is less. Now, let me give you some other data. We got power in February after 27 years. February 2025 to September 2025, we have the best AQI in Delhi. It was nearly 200. That should be appreciated. Some of the reason may be the nature also, but of the efforts of also. Now, I'm telling you what we are doing. See, it is true that pollution is a problem. What they have done last 10 years, they just tell lies. They have not done anything, not even a single point to eliminate the source of pollution. Now I'm telling you what we have done. They just put up the superficial smoke tower, the political motivatory source observation studies, the audio and other thing. We are working 2 ways. First, we are working on the long-term goals of the elimination of the source. Second, we are working on the suppressing. The water spreading, the water sprinklers are suppressing, but we are also working seriously on dust mitigations. And how we are doing, as just Minister has told, Delhi has a road network of 28,508 kilometers. We are putting the mechanical sweeping machines to clean so that dust mitigation can be done. We are increasing
can I
our
respond?
construction and demolition treatment facilities from 5,000 tons per day to 10,000 tons per day. We are working on the garbage disposal. These are the long-term measures it will take. Now, for the short terms, we are doing all these things. You know, Delhi has the highest number of air quality monitoring stations in the country. We have 39. If you compare with the other cities, mostly have 9, 10 or 11. This is true. So, I mean, every 3 to 5 kilometers,
can I
we have
come
a
in?
monitoring station.
1 second, Anmol ji,
Please
one
don't
second.
interfere. Please don't. You know, the same monitoring stations are working today. They are the scientists. They are not the political peoples. And what rubbish they are talking is the fudging of the data. I mean, you take your camera there. Can the water sprinkling can be done on the machines of the monitoring station? Not possible. It will destroy the machines. The dust mitigation is a measure. I mean, what they have not done for last 10 years, they are saying you do in 7 years.
No, the
The
criticism
worker-
is
just-
that this
just a
so-called
bla-
dust mitigation, it
I'm
lowers
telling-
the AQI in certain areas
no,
and their
I'm
meters.
telling.
But in lived reality, Dr. Arun Gupta, please understand, in lived reality, when any of us breathe on ground level, the air quality is seeming much worse than what the AQI meters may be showing. You may not be fudging, quote unquote, your attempt may be mitigation, quote unquote, but the public feels that the pollution is much worse than what the meters may be showing.
I'm giving you two examples. He's talking about the protests by some of them. These Aam Aadmi Party workers should have protested in last 10 years. If they have protested against their government, the situation would have been better.
Can
Second
I
thing,
respond,
we are
Shivani?
admitting that air quality is not good. It is nearing 400, but it is better than last year's. But
Okay.
we are working on this. If you want me to clean in, why don't you take the figure of February to September? It was in the good, the AQI was less than 200.
Yeah, but those
So
are
appreciation
favorable
should
weather
be-
conditions for Delhi,
I'm
unfortunately.
telling
And
you, I'm
right now,
telling
we
you,
don't have
both way,
favorable
both-
weather conditions and wind
It is
patterns.
the both way. It is the intention. It is the weather condition is there, rain was there, but the government has worked on the dust mitigation also.
Okay. I want to
This is
quickly bring
so
in our other two
someone
guests. They've
should
been
be,
waiting very patiently. Dilip Cherian, do you believe
Can I respond,
the
Shivani?
Aam Aadmi
10
Party
seconds.
is coming across, because you're an image guru, do you think it's the Aam Aadmi Party that is coming across as too desperate to show after 10 years in power that, the new BJP government isn't doing anything? Or is there indeed an image crisis for the new government right now?
The new government's image crisis is that people are very angry at the moment, which has got nothing to do with them. But because they're doing things like the spraying of water near the monitoring stations, which have grown a lot in the last administration, the fact is that that is visible and people know when you're trying to fool them. You can't fool them all the time. The second thing is that, you really have to recognize that the burning of stubble has come down. There is no doubt about that. It may be 5%, 6% or 4%. But vehicular pollution and the huge number which you had at the bottom of your screen, which is 53% from other reasons. Now, if you don't know what the other reasons are, there's a real problem in analysis. So I think that the image problem of the current government stems from the damage created by the previous Aam Aadmi Party administration and the fact that this government has not had a chance to go at it for 27 years is an extenuating circumstance. But that does not give them either a long leash or a chance to say, wait for next year. The cloud seeding experiment, having been done by IIT, I think should have been done 5 years ago, and permission should have been given by the central government. The fact is that with the central government having attempted to stymie many political moves by the Aam Aadmi Party, that party has an opportunity to blame the central government, which the central government could easily have avoided if they had given permission, and surely they would have also used an IIT or something. And there is no reason why the public must suffer. At the end of the day, the image of any government is made by the efforts that they are seen as making towards the public. Now, arresting the public for protesting is definitely an image damaging move. And saying that, you should go and protest at Jantar Mantar isn't quite the answer. It sounds like a police answer, but from a political government, that's not an answer that the public will accept so easily.
Okay. Ultimately, the problem is that pollution continues to be in the severe category. Yes, this government deserves a little bit more time, but the public is really at the end of their patience. and they need a little bit more. Maybe the government could have also done something that, projected that they are more serious about this. And as Dilip Cheran very rightly pointed out, a sequence of events has played out. And that possibly suggested that there is more pageantry taking place and less actual work, or the work was unsuccessful. Dr. Gufran, our final 2 minutes, I'll give them to you. The problem also in Delhi is, there's one seasonal problem. Sir, please, I only have 2 minutes, please. There is a seasonal problem in Delhi, which is October, November. We can't deny any of it. But there is also the problem of, let's say, vehicular pollution. Now, what do you do in a metro like Delhi about vehicular pollution? Are we talking about steps that other global metropolitan cities have taken, where owning a car becomes virtually impossible? I don't think as a developing country we can go that route. So what is the solution for the long-standing contributors for pollution in Delhi?
Yeah, so thank you. The point is that 2 points I will make it. One, I will tell in general that in this argument and counter argument, in fact, there is a public which suffer. But we need to understand this from a scientific point of view. Everybody is telling correct thing, but then, for example, I will just give an example of the percentage contribution of the parali burning. If you take an average of 1 year, 365, it will be 3%. If you take an average for 3 months, it will be 11%. But if you take an average for 1 day, it will vary from 1% to 40% also. So, this is the way we should be talking in a one single line on that particular thing. There is no doubt that parali has come down. But coming to your question directly, that the biggest source for year long is the transport sector, which 40 to 45% of the thing which has to, and moreover, we should understand it is not only the car. Car contributes only 5 to 7%. But we talk about car because it's a Western model. The 2% of the high commercial vehicle and low commercial vehicles gives 25% of the transport emissions. So our priority should be aligned with the scientific finding. We should there are every challenge, every new innovation comes with a challenge, but I think we should get rid of as soon as possible diesel vehicles and petrol, and EV seems to be the best solution at this stage of time, provided that all the infrastructure and everything is done. So I think this is where the point stands here, that first days, then second comes our, the solid waste management. Obviously, with the Ujjwala scheme, we are tackling with the biofuel emission, but that need to be revived further. Or as far as dust is concerned, I am not really very concerned about dust, because dust provide you the PM 2.5, PM 10 most of the time. But we are more worried about PM 2.5,
yes,
which doesn't really go that much. Even if you put a water over there, it won't go much down. PM 10, PM 200, PM 100, PM 50 will go down. But that will have an effect, but will not have an effect.
So once again, can I, you are saying this whole controversy over the spraying around the AQI meters, it would not have had much impact on the readings?
As far as PM 2.5 is concerned, that is the reason that you must have seen that PM 2.5 concentration and PM concentration is more or less coming very close. Normally, it is a 1:2 difference.
Okay. All right.
But so PM 10 is going down, but PM 2.5. So as far as health is concerned, data is concerned, the one which is the lead pollutant, which is being shown based on which AQI is being calculated, probably it doesn't have that much of a difference.
Okay. Unfortunately, I've run out of time, but I do thank all of our guests for joining us. The other big story that we're tracking is viral videos allegedly showing inmates at Bengaluru Central Jail enjoying privileges in their barracks that has left the Karnataka government red-faced a second time in the last few months. The videos, which were doing the rounds on social media platforms, purportedly showed inmates having access to private TVs and smartphones. While government said that some of the videos and photos were old, they did confirm that there were lapses in prison management. Gold smuggling suspect Tarun Raj is one of the high-profile cases accused, seen enjoying special treatment and luxury inside, including mobile phones and others. Another video clip showed serial rape and murder accused Umesh Reddy using 3 phones inside the jail. The jail staff was reportedly aware of the phones and the television being used. Notorious ISIS operative Zohab Hamid Shakil Manna, accused of recruiting youth for the global terror outfit, was reportedly living in comfort behind bars. Sources say he had access to a smartphone and was using it freely inside the prison. On the back foot, the Karnataka government has acted. The chief superintendent of Bengaluru prison K. Suresh has been transferred. Superintendent Imam Saab Mayagri has been suspended. The assistant superintendent Ashok Bhagantari has also been suspended. Now, an IPS officer will be in charge of the Parapana Aragara jail, and a command center will be put up to connect CCTV cameras inside the jail. But does this basically show that VVIPs are having a party behind bars and prison is literally no punishment for them? Certainly not what the ordinary individual has to go through.
वहां पर जेल में कैद इस्लामिस्ट जिहादी आतंकवादी को VVIP ट्रीटमेंट दिया जा रहा है.
ನಾಳೆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋತೀವಿ.
All right, I want to go across to our guest joining us, GS Prashant, spokesperson Karnataka BJP, TR Prasad Gowda of the Congress Party, Sanjay Saha is former ADGP Karnataka Police, and RK Upadhyay, journalist, also with us. Sanjay Saha, I want to begin with you. What do you make of this situation that is coming to light from the Bengaluru Central Jail? Certainly, this couldn't be just about some of the people who were looking after the policing in the jail. Do you think the wires will go right to the top?
I don't know whether the wires will go right to the top or not to the top, depending on the nature of investigation which is being conducted. What I'm very sure about that over a period of from Charles Soberas to the present leaks, all we can term it as the jail mafia. And it is being done in a very, very audacious manner. All the pictures and all the videos show that it is not a surreptitious sort of an affair. It is there with complete concurrence and consent, approval and support of the jail authorities. You take the Darshan's picture, you take another lavish party which was being held there, you take the Zunab thing. So literally anything and everything is happening in a very cool, cordial sort of an atmosphere. So it is audacious to the level that the jail authorities feel that nobody will be able to do anything to them. So that is my opening remarks. We will get into as we move further.
Yes, I want to bring in TR Prasad Gowda. I mean, there is the funniest thing, I mean, I should not call it funny, it's actually irony, is that there is an ISIS recruiter, alleged ISIS recruiter, Mr. Gowda, who's using a smartphone. So he can very well carry on his activities, the very activities for which he's behind bars from inside the jail. He can continue to brainwash and recruit more people for the ISIS.
Yeah, if this whatever video is available, is it from the jail videos or uncoordinated videos of the opposition?
Sir, the Home Minister has accepted these are all indeed very much from the jail. He has acted. He has accepted that there are lapses.
It is so. Officers are suspended, and the legal inquiry already ordered for the conducting the legal inquiry. And I don't think these videos are from the jail thing. I do not know, and still I have some doubt about these videos. If they have to, as far as my knowledge is, one second. As far as my knowledge is concerned, this way nobody will give that phone or anything to anybody in this way. This needs to be checked properly. This video need to be checked properly to conduct the inquiry how these videos, because in AI, now opposition BJP is now they are very much. They can
One
do
second,
anything.
one second.
Now this is heights. Utilizing artificial intelligence, they will create anything they are uploading.
Sir,
from yesterday.
I am surprised by your defense here.
One second.
No, it's
See,
1 second. I've heard your
you
defense.
have
1
to
second.
respect
No,
One
knowledge
second.
also.
One second. One
Respect my
second.
doubt.
There is actor Darshan whose videos and photos have come out in the public domain earlier. There's a rowdy sheeter who was celebrating a birthday with cake and inmates were cheering and having a gala time and party. This is from last month. You're saying all of them are AI supposedly made by the BJP and the government is accepting that this is happening inside jails.
Madam, I'm not talking about Darshan's thing. I'm not doubting that Darshan thing, that we have taken the action and government went to the Supreme Court. We have put him back to the jail. Okay.
Okay.
And there are BJP lobbyists wanted him to support, and now it's a big story. But now he is back to the jail.
What nonsense
Yeah.
is
So 1 second, Mr. Prashant, I'll give you time. 1 second. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
See, from today, yesterday, they have mocking up our deputy CM, chief minister's videos through AI. Similarly, this could have been happened. This video need to be conducted.
Yes, the Home Minister, your Home Minister itself has confirmed that some may be old videos, but they are definitely correct videos. He has not called them fake or AI generated. You wouldn't have acted on 3 officers if these were fake videos, right? This seems to be like a, 1 second, this seems to be a very frivolous defense of what has transpired. 1 second. Mr. Gowda, but just hold on. GS Prashant, yes. Did BJP make these videos?
Shivani, I think the argument of the Congress spokesperson is equal to Rahul Gandhi's IQ, which is a big zero. Because we have a non-existent Home Minister who has now accepted that these videos are from the jail and that suitable action will be taken. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, has made a statement that inquiry will be conducted. Now the Congress spokesperson has audacity to say that BJP is creating these videos. How do we know in which barrack these particular terrorists are housed? Which means, is Congress giving some free footage to everybody? They are recording this every single day, is it? So this only indicates the breakdown of... Shivani, you can't
1 second.
speak now.
Mr. Gowda, please, let's not do it like this. You had your time. No, I asked you for a clarification. You gave your clarification. Now, please don't interrupt our other guests. 1 second, sir. Yes.
No, he should not,
No, sir, you said what you said. Mr. Gowda, you said what you said. Please don't force me to mute your mic, please. 1 second, sir. GS Prashant.
If you mute, I will go out of the show.
But sir, you cannot speak over other guests, right? You had your time.
But you cannot speak about my leader.
No, sir, you've made certain allegations. Please let him respond now. 1 second, please. 1 second. Please, gentlemen. GS Prashant, please.
Yes. So therefore, the point I'm trying to make here is that there's a complete breakdown of law and order here. And if you look at the incidents which have taken place in the last 30 months, ever since Congress has come to power, I don't think an hour will be enough to even list out, let alone debate them or find out what's happening. So therefore, we have a Home Minister who is probably functus officio. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do, and he only makes this statement saying, we will look into it. And the CM and the DCM are fighting for the chair, and therefore, governance has taken a backseat. There is complete administrative anarchy in the state of Karnataka. There is 100% corruption and 0% governance. And Rahul Gandhi, as we all know, speaks about everything else in the world, but now let him speak out about this. Why are ISIS terrorists being given smartphones? With whom are they communicating? Let the government inquire into how did they use the phone, with whom has he communicated. It's a national security issue. And Congress government is silent because all of us know what they wanted to do with Kasab. So therefore, with Congress at the helm, national security will be a big issue because Congress will never respect the national security or have zero regards for the country.
Okay.
They are willing to do anything insofar as destabilizing India is concerned.
No, this is indeed a very serious matter. R.K. Upadhyay, my question went unanswered about the irony here where an alleged ISIS recruiter is using a smartphone inside jail. I mean, what worse could it be? I don't want under trials to be suffering the worst time of their lives. There should be basic amenities and dignity provided to them. But this man's whole case is that he's brainwashing others. And he's working on, he has access to a smartphone, possibly social media. contacts, etc. I mean, this is a complete, a mockery of the system.
Apart from this blame game with the BJP and Congress are doing, I think nobody is above the law. Both the governments have been guilty as far as the prison management is concerned. I think now there's a total collapse of the system. I think if people of that caliber, I would say that are allowed to go talk free like this, then there is no system. You have officers who are unable to control this kind of a thing, and then the chief minister comes out and says the DG was on leave. I mean, the DG was on leave. Was the entire department was on leave? Did they announce a holiday for the prison so that they can have their entertainment there? I mean, these are ridiculous arguments.
No, but the leave also doesn't explain multiple such cases coming to light over the past few months. I mean, that's a laughable excuse.
No, that's what I'm saying. So even earlier, when D. Rupa came out with allegations about her own colleagues, senior colleagues, and she said, in fact, the DGP then had taken money. What happened? There was an inquiry which went on. There was an FIR filed, but nothing came out of it, and they all went scot-free. So this has been happening, and this is a farce that has been going on in Karnataka. And I think it's high time that officers of integrity and caliber are put in the right places. Now you have CC officers who are put in these places who have to listen to the dictates of the CM's office or the ministers. So that's the reason why these kind of things are happening.
So Sanjay Sahai, is this a police official's problem or is this a politician's problem?
See, I will tell you one thing, that the political class in this country are on their own trip altogether. And whether they have a basic understanding of prison administration or not, I have absolutely no idea. And it starts from the days of Charles Sobraj. And if there are powers that be in the political authority and in the political executive, if they are batting for the police or they are batting for a variety of things which you see on a regular basis, certainly the problem cannot be restricted only to the police. When every transfer posting, literally anything and everything is done by the state government. The jail. Now you're talking about Mr. Upadhyay, if I've got his name right. So he was talking about what happened at the time of D. Rupa and variety of other things. I will take you to the Telgi days. From Telgi days to the last lavish party, and it is not only the videos, let's not get into the video part of it. Till the lavish party, there are multi-layered ice cakes which are coming inside. The nature of stuff which is getting inside the jails, God only can save us. So that is where we stand. And the whole case, it is a case by the state. It is a case against the state. When an ISIS operative is there, or Umesh Reddy is there, or Tarun Raju is there. So it is a case against the state. The state has won the case, and these people are convicted. And now state is showing its largesse to provide a nature of hospitalities which is unimaginable.
No, so do these instructions come from top, or is this a petty corruption issue of the jail officials? Ultimately, the question for us is, where does the buck stop here?
Top brass of Congress is directly involved.
Sir, I'll come back. I'm coming to you. Sanjay Sahai, 20 seconds to him, then I'm coming to you. Yes.
1 second. Now the point is, if it is endemic in nature, if we are forced to believe, I would not like to, if we are forced to believe that the jail mafia operating, then there is certainly an ecosystem which is also operating, right? Directly or indirectly, indifferent or ignorant or whatever it might be. But that is there, and that is being shown over and over again. And only from Darshan till the current stuff, we are seeing this. And whatever comes into the public domain by way of videos, only then things are acted upon.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure of the fact that people who are down in the jail hierarchy, whether they are even aware of the fact. So what Johab is, what Umesh Reddy is, and what Tarun Raju is, and the nature of damage which does to the criminal justice system.
Exactly, there's a whole separate market and economy going on. Yes, GS Prashant, are you saying the government is incompetent, or are you now suggesting that they are in cahoots? Because you earlier suggested the government is incompetent and that is why this is happening.
No, Shivani, both. See, they're incompetent, there's no two things about it. But if you look at it from the corruption angle, maybe they're making big bucks. Therefore, everybody is involved in saying, okay, let it happen. Because anyway, they are in the jail, and by providing facilities, if these ministers and their assistants can make money, I think they are indulging in corruption even in that. So how do you rule out corruption angle here? Because the Congress ministers have resigned over graft charges, and there are charges of graft against every minister. And now probably they're using this also as a tool to loot.
I strongly
So
object,
anyway,
madam.
these
Mr.
people are
Gowda,
in the jail
okay, I
for
have
various
final 30
offences,
seconds.
and
T.R.
they're willing to
Prasad
give
Gowda.
money, and
One
these
second,
leaders
Mr.
are willing to
Prashant,
take it.
Prashant, please
BJP
yield now. Mr. Gowda, please
BJP
respond. Even the Chief Minister has said that the government will take strict action against officials and measures. A committee is suggested to be set up. But is that enough? There should be political accountability for this, no?
Madam, we are there to maintain law and order, everything. We are doing it in the state of Karnataka. No such activities are happening all over Karnataka. All the peoples are very safe. Unlike in BJP government, all sorts of things are
I think
happening.
Prasad Gowda,
No,
I think
don't
he seems to
interrupt
be
him.
living in
Let's
different
not speak
planet.
over each other. Let's not speak over each other.
No, I think he's living in a
Madam,
different planet.
we need to check very properly is whether these pictures are all. We need to check with the CC camera. This same videos are there in the CC cameras. We have been the basic because Chief Minister will not be knowing about all these things. That is why an
He
inquiry
only
is
knows about
conducted.
corrections.
Officials.
No, this is a
One
ridiculous
second.
argument.
One
Yeah,
second.
no, surely
One
the
second.
I
officials
think
who have
now
been
officials
suspended and
out of
transferred,
order.
they would have known whether this has actually transpired or not, and they would have presented it in their defense if there was something else. But I've run out of time. I do thank all of our guests for joining us. Time for a very short break. The Right Stand is coming up right after.
Co-powered by. This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
We have breaking news coming in from Assam, where Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has said that the state cabinet has approved a bill ban polygamy and added that as part of the bill. Convicts may face up to 7 years of rigorous imprisonment. However, there may be some exceptions for the 6 scheduled areas. Under this proposed legislation, anyone found participating in polygamy could face up to 7 years of rigorous punishment. The Chief Minister has also added that there may be certain exceptions for areas under the 6th schedule, regions with special constitutional status and autonomous tribal councils. The move follows months of discussion after the government formed a committee earlier this year to examine the legal feasibility of banning polygamy under the state law. The bill is expected to be tabled in the next assembly session and is likely to spark a heated debate on personal law, religious freedom and women's rights. Joining us now is CNN News 18's Niloy Bhattacharya. Niloy, what details do we have so far about the provisions of this new bill, and how will the government define and implement this ban on polygamy?
Right, this has been on, and yesterday evening the cabinet has taken a decision. If a person marries more than one, and then the government will come up with this bill, and that has been passed in the cabinet and shall be placed in the assembly, where the penalty of 7 years rigorous imprisonment. And not only that, the victim or the lady shall be given financial assistance for this. And this is irrespective of a religion, like it could be a Hindu or a minority Muslim or anybody, like whosoever married twice, will bear the penalty of his act. And the government, the chief minister has been very vehemently vouching for this. And notably, this polygamy act shall not be applicable in tribal area or area under the 6th schedule and also tea garden. And where the chief minister has pointed out in tribal areas, the population pattern, the traditional pattern, the marriage pattern is such that where these the polygamy act shall not be applicable to all these areas. And besides these tribal areas or 6th scheduled areas and the tea garden areas, the rest, the polygamy act shall be enacted very strictly and no leniency, and the person who involves in polygamy shall be dealt with 7 years of imprisonment, and moreover that the victim shall be financially assisted for that. And this is what the government tries to do, this bill intends to bring about. And the government has a very clear vision for that. The prevalency of child marriages, the prevalency of multiple marriages has been seen that it has been in a rise in certain pockets in certain districts of the state. So therefore, to tame all these practices, the government has come up with this bill, which shall be placed in the assembly.
Right. Also, is this part of a larger uniform civil code discussion that the BJP has been pushing so far?
Definitely yes. But it was there when this uniform civil code or UCC came up, and certain states have implemented this uniform civil code in different parts, and therefore, and then only the chief minister also had come up with this thing, that the marriage and the child marriage both. So therefore, this is definitely a part of the uniform civil code, and more shall be added to it, and this is definitely a start of the implementation of the uniform civil code.
Right. Thank you, Niloy, for your input. And we are getting some breaking news coming in from Assam, where the Chief Minister, Himanta Biswa Sarma, has said that the state cabinet has approved a bill to ban polygamy and added that as part of the bill, the convicts may face up to 7 years of rigorous punishment. There may be some exceptions provided for this areas of under the 6th schedule. Right, moving on to the next.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
We have breaking news coming in from Assam, where Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has said that the state cabinet has approved a bill to ban polygamy and added that as part of the bill. Convicts may face up to 7 years of rigorous imprisonment. However, there may be some exceptions for the 6 scheduled areas. Under this proposed legislation, anyone found participating in polygamy could face up to 7 years of rigorous punishment. The Chief Minister has also added that there may be certain exceptions for areas under the 6th schedule, regions with special constitutional status and autonomous tribal councils. The move follows months of discussion after the government formed a committee earlier this year to examine the legal feasibility of banning polygamy under the state law. The bill is expected to be tabled in the next assembly session and is likely to spark a heated debate on personal law, religious freedom and women's rights. Joining us now is CNN News 18's Niloy Bhattacharya. Niloy, what details do we have so far about the provisions of this new bill, and how will the government define and implement this ban on polygamy?
Right, this has been on, and yesterday evening the cabinet has taken a decision. If a person marries more than one, and then the government will come up with this bill, and that has been passed in the cabinet and shall be placed in the assembly, where the penalty of 7 years rigorous imprisonment. And not only that, the victim or the lady shall be given financial assistance for this. And this is irrespective of a religion, like it could be a Hindu or a minority Muslim or anybody, whosoever married twice, will bear the penalty of his act. And the government, the chief minister has been very vehemently vouching for this. And notably, this polygamy act shall not be applicable in tribal area or area under the 6th schedule and also tea garden. And where the chief minister has pointed out in tribal areas, the population pattern, the traditional pattern, the marriage pattern is such that where the polygamy act shall not be applicable to all these areas. And besides these tribal areas or 6th scheduled areas, the tea garden areas, the rest, the polygamy act shall be enacted very strictly and no leniency, and the person who involves in polygamy shall be dealt with 7 years of imprisonment, and moreover that the victim shall be financially assisted for that. And this is what the government tries to do, this bill intends to bring about. And the government has a very clear vision for that. the prevalency of child marriages, the prevalency of multiple marriages has been seen that it has been in a rise in certain pockets in certain districts of the state. So therefore, to tame all these practices, the government.
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan. A major terror network has been dismantled across Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. The case began with the arrest of a doctor from Jammu and Kashmir, Dr. Adil Ahmed Radar, a resident of Kazigand in Pulwama. He was arrested over terror charges, and reports indicate that the investigations into the terror activity plus specific intelligence led to Dr. Radar's arrest and interrogation. Now, from his